Winslow Homer was a famous American realism painter who lived from 1836 until 1910. Realist artists like to create art about everyday activities. Winslow Homer was best known for his paintings of the sea. He included different types of boats that he saw on the Atlantic Ocean. When he painted, the ocean was not always basic blue. He showed deep navy blues, kelp greens, stormy grays, and serene turquoises. The skies also would change in Winslow Homer's paintings to depict oncoming dangers like thick fog or storms. Today we will begin creating a seascape with a huge boat called a clipper ship. Then you can decide what type of weather to show when we paint. Begin with your Sharpie marker and draw a wavy line near the bottom of the paper. Draw a short diagonal line for the stern or back of the boat and a taller diagonal line for the bow or front of the boat. Next, switch to your pencil. I'm going to use this marker so you can see the drawing on the screen. You'll also need a ruler. Use the ruler to connect the bow to the stern. You might need to draw a short angled line at the bow to help you out. Now let's focus on the ship's masts, those vertical posts that hold all the sails. Place your ruler perpendicular to the top of your boat. Starting near the top of the paper, pull your pencil down towards your belly button. You want to leave room at the top in case you add flags or a crow's nest later. Create 2 more masts, one near the stern and one near the bow. I'm going to add 2 diagonal lines to the mast at the stern to create a triangle. At the other masts, I'm going to draw a short horizontal line at the top and a longer horizontal line near the bottom. Connect the top and bottom with an angled line on either side to create a shape called a trapezoid. The trapezoid will help guide me as I draw the ship's many sails. Since the trapezoid is a guide, I know it will be erased later, so I need to draw this part lightly. Back on the stern's mast, I'm going to draw a small triangle and trapezoid for these sails. On the inside of the trapezoid, I'll add a small, curved, vertical line. We are real close to the end of the drawing. Are you starting to see your ship yet? The trickiest part is next, drawing the individual sails on each of the masts. Good thing we have those trapezoids there to help us out. Divide the trapezoids into 3 or 4 sections by drawing horizontal lines with your ruler. I'm going to draw the top and bottom of each sail and then connect them with a curved line. The curved line should go towards the bow or front of the boat, showing the wind filling my sails and pushing my ship forward. Do you see how I'm using the trapezoid guide to make the sails get wider at the bottom of the mast? These skinny toothpicks aren't going to be able to hold all of the sails, so I'm going to draw a second vertical line parallel to the first of each mast. But I don't want to draw on the sails now, so I'm just going to jump right over each of them. Remember to start at the top and pull your pencil down towards your belly button. Don't forget to close off the top of each mast pole. Congratulations! You drew a clipper ship. Now to finalize your drawing, trace any lines that you want to keep with a Sharpie marker. Start with the sails first, then draw the mast. Be careful though, don't trace the mast lines inside the sails. Skip over those. Also, add any other details to your ship. Let's paint our seascapes. Inside the lid are round wells for mixing your paint colors. If you mix blue and green together, you can make a turquoise. Orange and blue will create a stormy gray, and blue and black will create a deep navy blue. What mood will you be showing in your painting today? A calm day on sea? An incoming storm? Color can really help set the tone of your artwork. Paint the ocean and sky first. Be careful to not paint the sails or hull of your ship. If you run out of your mixed color, you can create more in the lid. Sometimes I like to mix my colors right on the paper, adding a little more blue here and more orange over there, but I always make sure to wash my brush before touching the paint cake. When I finish using a mixed color, I always wipe the well with a paper towel. Then I can create a new color for my stormy sky. This time I'm going to try mixing blue and black. You can try using warm colors like reds, pinks, and yellows to create a bright, fiery sunset in your sky. Try your best to not paint over the sails or hull of your ship, but any of the ropes or smaller lines on your paper, you can paint right over the top of them. The watercolor won't cover up your Sharpie marker. For those little areas in between the sails, I switched to a smaller brush since it's a smaller area of paper that I needed to paint. After I've painted the ocean and sky, it's time to start painting the hull or body of the ship. My ship is made out of wood, so I'm going to use the brown paint. But since it's dark and stormy in my painting, I'm going to darken the brown to match the atmosphere. Creating realistic colors for your sails is tricky. A touch of brown and black with a lot of water will work. I'm using a touch of yellow and brown with a lot of water. Whatever you decide, make sure to use a lot of water to make a very, very light color on your sails. After you've painted all of your sails, if you have any other details on your ship to paint, go ahead and do them now. Then your clipper ship seascape will be completed.